Back in 1869, when the war was done, lived a one-armed major from the Union. John Wesley Powell was his name, 31 years old. Lost his arm at battle, but his spirit stayed bold. He looked at the map, saw uncharted land. Nobody knew what lay in the canyon so grand. From Wyoming down to where the desert winds blow, he said, I'm gonna find out where that river's gonna go. With one good arm and a heart full of fire, 4 wooden boats and a dream to inspire. Down the green river, through the canyon walls, 10 brave men answering adventure's call. Through the rapids and the stone, into the great unknown. John Wesley Powell, you weren't afraid to roam. Minnesota gave him $1,500 down. Rounded up 9 good men from around the town. Ordered boats from Chicago, made them out of oak. Strong enough for the rapids, though they weren't no joke. May 23rd they started pulling down that stream. Bacon, guns, and hope was all they had, it seems. The Emergence, that's what he called his boat. Named after his sweet wife, kept her memory afloat. One good arm and a heart full of fire, 4 wooden boats and a dream to inspire. Down the green river, through the canyon walls, 10 brave men answering adventure's call. Through the rapids and the stone, into the great unknown. John Wesley Powell, you weren't afraid to roam. No name hit the rapids, didn't see the red flag wave. Disintegrated in the water, but the boys were safe. 500 pounds of bacon thrown into the stream. Old boat so heavy, made the portage a bad dream. They floated through Glen Canyon, where the music echoed sweet. Played their banjos in the alcoves, dancing to the beat. 96 side canyons with waterfalls and green. Most beautiful country that they'd ever seen. But by day 85, the food was running low. No fish, no game, nowhere left to go. Just Johnny cakes and river water, flour, heart of stone. 3 men lost their faith and tried to walk back home. At Separation Canyon, 3 men said goodbye. Thought they starved to death beneath that desert sky. But 3 days later, Powell and his crew rounded that bend, and the trading post came into view. Those 3 who left made it to the canyon rim, met the Shivwits Indians, and that was it for them. Wrong place, wrong time, mistaken for other men. 7 made it through, but we lost those 3 friends. With one good arm and a heart full of fire, wooden boats and a dream that won't expire. Mapped the Colorado through the canyon walls, named it grand, 'cause no other name would call. Through 99 days of stone, into the great unknown. John Wesley Powell, you showed us how to roll. Now Lake Powell bears his name where the canyon used to be, a monument to courage and discovery. One-armed major with a vision in his soul, the man who mapped the river, John Wesley Powell.